All right, we are live and exciting news. We have officially released Q4IQ. So I want to do some demonstrations on what it is. If you aren't familiar, it's an underwriting tool to help you be able to underwrite deals quickly, help you be more nimble and to put more offers out there. But we also add the feature now where it also gives you an exit strategy on how to actually sell the deal once you get it. So it's really important that people have those options. Let's try to pull this up for you. All right, so I have it here on the screen. So I've been playing around with it. I got some deals that I've been underwriting. I get deals often from different individuals. When they send those deals, I have to look at them, evaluate them, see if they make sense. A lot of times the deals are overpriced. So this is a way that when you get one or two deals, there's no big deal looking at them. But sometimes I get quite a few deals in a day. So we can actually go through those deals, look at them, and see exactly if they make sense or if they don't make sense and how to counter offer on those deals. So let's go through some examples. I'm putting the addresses of the properties. All right. So basically, what this is it's a tool where it does more than one thing. It not only underwrites the deal, but it has basically four sub agents. One is architect, so they will tell you exactly what you can build on the land. So it helps with zoning, if you can add an ADU, if you can add multi units. So what that will do for you is that you may see a deal that someone's offering you, and they may actually be underpriced because based on the type of land and the lot that it's on, you can actually develop more on that land. Another thing I wanted to do is have the architect so it can kind of give you if the actual lot is wide enough to build on it. And then one of the sub agents is a banker, so it can actually tell you what type of funding you can get on the land based on the type of property you're trying to build, whether it's residential or commercial. And then one of these sub agents is an actual broker, like real estate broker. So it can actually evaluate and look up to see if the price is right or if you should come down in price. So as it says right here, yes, I'm completely locked in for Q4 IO is ready. So I'll drop in these credentials. This is a wholesale deal I received from a friend of mine. So just drop in the credentials. So normally this would take a lot longer because I would have to look all this information up. So then we can kind of go through what it's saying. The first agent is the bank president. So it's telling the requirements. Now it talks about the zoning RM11, and then it also talks about the square footage and what's permitted. So then it starts talking about the actual deal snapshot of the property itself. It's talking about the asking price, rehab budget. This didn't really give photos of the inside, so it may be more than 100,000 for that. So we more than likely want to verify that. And the beauty about this is, as you're discovering more information, you can add that to the actual the system, and it will recalculate it based on those adjustments. So then talk about the yield, income approaching value. So sales analysts, says that it closed in 2026 for 775. So entire cost $388 per square foot. So this is good, good, good. And here's the next agent. Gives this little overview of it about the zoning. Only add one unit to it based on the size of the lot. State law theoretically permits an ADU at 1,200 square feet. Ground up build is too high and discourages it. So it tells you, if somebody told you that you could build an ADU on it, this would show you no, that's not right. Rehab scope of work, $100,000. So then bank president is saying how you could buy it. Institutional hard money is what it's suggesting, showing you estimated cost. They're saying you could use a DSCAR loan. If you're not familiar with those loans, basically you put down 20-25%, and they will take the future rent to help you qualify. So you don't have to verify income for that loan. They look at, I think, 6 months reserves and how much you can put down. So it says it passes that. Define capital. Status is approved. Must execute the following. So now it gives an action plan. Purchase price for its maximum contract purchase of $495. So it's saying ask for a cheaper price, or maybe if you want to do a hybrid model where if the owner is willing to sell or carry, so meaning they are the bank, so you essentially give them a down payment and then they give you some time to actually do the repairs necessary to flip the property, and then you don't have to get a loan. You guys decide on the interest rate. Assumable block, renovation of escrow, 100,000. Recommended structure, allowable offer, 495. So this is what I'm saying. This is how you don't ever have to overpay, because it won't let you overpay. It's telling you don't pay more than 495. And then it even gives you next steps. So bring license, general contractor, get the layout, figure out the scope of work, get some videos, get any additional environment hazard inspections. So it's saying, but don't offer more than 495. And that has my LLC and my phone number and all that stuff. So this is one property, but let's look at another one. Got more of them. Let's see. Okay, this one is in LA. And that's the beauty about this too, is we can underwrite anywhere. I'm just using ones that people have sent to me. So pending local building permit history. Do not attempt ground up multifamily build under standard zoning permit density limits. Okay, so it's saying ADU SB9 framework. This is 7,780 square feet. Strong long-term rental background. Okay, so that's good to know. Deal snapshot. So it breaks it down again. You know, I always says 100,000 for the rehab. Let me see if I can get some photos. I think it's gonna be more for rehab than that. So let's say this will be a full gut from the rehab based on the photos. So giving that information so that it knows. If you have photos, you can even drop it in here so that it can see the photos. And then that changes the whole scenario. So that changes your offer price as well. So the more information that you give it, the better it will look and sound. And then that way you don't overpay. So let's see. So this is a completely different market. I'm not in LA, I'm in San Diego. But even though I'm not in that market, with this tool, it has the ability to look up the information. Um, I can use this in um, any language model as well. So you can use it in OpenAI or ChatGPT, as most people call it. You can use it in Gemini, using Gemini now, or you can use it in Claude. I have the master prompt, so in my school community, I can put the link in. It's actually in the description. You join the school community, the whole master prompt is in there, and you just drop this prompt into the system, and it works with any language model. It helps you underwrite deals in seconds. So as you can see here, this one is also done. So let's see, recommend offer, max viable offer 555. And saying earnest money deposit 35,000, and then it gives us our next steps. Okay, let's look at another property. And as you can see, I'm doing this like very quick. The speed is your friend. Like the faster you're able to make a decision, that's really how the winners make money, because they're faster than everybody else. So while everybody's trying to figure out what's going on, they already know, they already have a game plan, they're already moving forward. And that's what I want to give you with this tool, is give you that ability to make a choice quickly. So let's see, going through the same thing here. This one is up in Northern Cal, another fix and flip. Asking price 360. Let me see, we got any photos? Oh, this one has some photos. Okay, so let's try to drop some photos in there. So let me see, get the address real quick. So just so I could show you the difference. Let's say as see. Inside. Sorry, I gotta save these photos. I didn't know if it would have photos or not. Maybe we can get it from the Zillow listing though. Okay, so go back. Looks like it will. So I dropped the Zillow listing in there, some photos that I seen, so that it will know that information. So one thing to understand about language models, they can't see what you're telling it. So they're depending on you to give a description. So the better description you get or give, the better, I guess, the better result you'll receive. So any photos, it can even analyze video, can really help with it giving you the results you want to read and see. And that way you don't have a bunch of sloppy information that you're getting back as a result. So I try to be as detailed as possible so that I can get the outcome I need. Um, and then the sub agents and everyone helps me come up with these reports. And these reports are good because if we wanted to send this to a buyer, we could ask, can you make a one pager? You make a one pager I can send to a buyer. And let's say name is Nate. So then it does a full one pager for you. So then you could literally take this one pager, send it over to your buyer, and it already outlines everything that they would need to know. Obviously, they got to do their own due diligence, but you can say, "Hey, I got a deal," and then you just literally with Google, it's nice when you use Gemini because you could basically make a Google Doc like this, and it creates it for you. Then you just email that to them, and then you could even ask it put together an email I can send with the Google Doc. So then this is speed right now because now you're able to send this email, attach the Google Doc, and now you send an offer out and it has all your information on there, LLC and everything. And I would imagine you want to put together a contract as well. So then you the get it under contract, send it over to the buyer, and then it's already filled out. I want to probably take out this part right here before you send it out. But that's exactly how I would do it. So I know this is pretty quick, but I just wanted to kind of explain it so that people understand it. Details to join the school community is there. We usually meet once a week. I can help you underwrite deals, help you get business funding, lending, whatever your question is, business related. I'm here in San Diego, and I look forward to seeing you guys at the next one. Appreciate you for tuning in. Peace.